Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Podcats. I'm Tate, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Randy, and I'm here with...
I'm Jose, and I'm here with...
And I'm Tate, and I'm here with you. Hey, that was good.
Oh,
That's
clean.
Yeah, that's
That
clean.
was good. Yeah, I like that one. Haha, real time, we're doing it now.
We should not point out how clean it is the next time.
What do you mean? No!
No, that's just part of the intro now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about this bit right here where I'm talking about
Oh, we're going to do this every single time.
Even-
the one where it gets extremely stale and nobody likes it.
even the meta bit where
Yes.
we're going one layer up,
Oh.
or we're mentioning the bit in the bit?
Mm-hmm. Well, we acknowledge the bit within the bit. You get 2 bits.
Let's go fractal. Speaking of...
In Legos,
Oh.
bits are a very important currency, so we're making money in that scenario.
Oh, no.
Speaking of
We're
galaxies
Lego,
far,
yeah.
far away, like in Star Wars Legos, we're here because we're going to be talking about some of the cards we are excited about for the new Edge of Eternities. So this episode will be releasing the day before our pre-release. So it will be July 24th. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this will be releasing on July 24th. So if you're watching that means it's the 24th. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Hello, future me.
So bear with us. Not all the cards have been leaked yet, so we will be going off of what we currently have in front of us.
So we're time traveling?
We're time traveling.
The winning lottery numbers are 3, 5, 3 again, 5 again, 3 again.
It's hard to think that my past self will be eternally in the future due to the fact of it being recorded in this date and time.
That's not hard to think.
It is for me because I don't have big brain like you.
Oh, okay. Isn't that just how all recording happens?
Future!
So we were supposed to have 5 cards that we're supposed to talk about. I have like 20.
Right? And Randy, how many do you have?
5+.
Cool. I did the assignment. I did exactly 5.
If you ignore my lightning rounds, I have exactly 5.
Cool.
Can we talk about my boring trinity first?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Because I have 3 cards that I'm not going to count for my 3 because it's like, okay, cool. Everyone's going to mention these. This is crazy. So first off, we have Loading Zone. It's a 4-mana enchantment with Warp 1 green. It's a green enchantment. It says if one or more counters would be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice how many of those counters are put on instead. Oh no, doubling C. Is that on your list?
No, I just have a question.
What's up?
What's warp?
Oh, Warp is a alternative casting cost where if you cast it for Warp at the beginning of the next end step, it exiles the card and you may cast it again for its mana cost.
So it's kind of like, what's that one with all the sphinxes? The sphinxes can do it.
Yeah, remember Warp is only a casting cost from the hand, so you can't cast it from exile for its Warp cost again. So you can't keep blinking this in and out for 1 mana. Basically, it's a way to get this for cheap so that you can get it early onto like a 2-drop or something. Like think, oh, okay, cool. I have this 2-drop that enters with 3+1/+1 counters, but I want it to be a 2-drop that enters with 6+1/+1 counters. And so I'm going to play it on turn 3 and warp this in for 1 mana and then play this for 2.
So would this be like good in like the standard format? Then if it's in standard?
I guess. Like I don't know yet because like Warp feels like you either want to abuse ETBs or you want to kind of abuse other effects. But I feel like we're talking about this card for too long. It's a doubling season, right? Like, oh no, doubling season's in the set, but only for +1/+1 counters. That's crazy. What if I told you the other half of doubling season was on another card? We have Exalted Sunborn, which says it's a 5-mana 4/5 with flying and lifelink. And hey, look at that. 3 sets in a row. We have if 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice so many tokens are created instead. There's an Angel Wizard that warps for 2, a white and a generic. Wowzers. Another doubler. But wait, there's more. These things come in triplicate. I mentioned the boring trinity. These are actually not boring cards at all. These are super exciting cards, honestly. But like everyone's going to be talking about them. So Starfield Vocalist. For 4 mana, it's a 3/4 human bard creature. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time, and it warps for 2. So this is the warp doublers. Ooh. 3 different colors. We have all Bant. Yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah, these cards are really nice. love them in the set.
Mm-hmm.
Did they need to be 3 separate cards? Probably. Actually, if they put them all on one card, that'd be insane.
Makes it more budget friendly too. I would guess if those cards would be cheaper in value overall.
It also makes it easier to print these cards because they then get print. If they're printed in different colors, then that means that different colored decks, and these are all monocolored cards, by the way. And it's like green, white, and blue, and so you can play them in multiple different decks and still utilize them to their fullest functionality. But imagine if they were all one card that was Bant colored. That would be very limiting in how you can play it in Commander decks because you're just playing the 3 colors.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, boring.
Next one.
Cool. I talked about some cards. Do you have a card that you're excited about?
So I'll go ahead and start with this first card, mainly because this will be a card that I will be putting in one of my decks for sure. It is Cosmo Grand Zenith. It is a mono white 3-cost creature human soldier. It's a 2/4, and it says whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose 1. Create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Where's Wanda? Does it partner with Wanda?
Wanda's going to be in the expansion set.
Cosmo? Is that his name?
It's Cosmo Grand.
Oh, Cosmo Grand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's,
One word.
Where's Wanda Grand then?
Yeah, where's Wanda Grand Zenith?
Also, each creature. Interesting.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see this.
It's a human. So if y'all know me, y'all play with me, Commander. I have a human tribal deck. It's Selesnya colors.
Okay. Yeah.
My commander is Kyler's and Guardian Emissary. Every time a human enters, he gets a +1/+1 counter. And then each human gets +1/+1 for each counter on top of him.
Oh man, this card goes crazy in standard with Corey Steelcutter.
Ooh. Ooh.
You're oohing, but
I can't do it. It's banned. Dang it. I
was waiting for it. I
forgot.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in Pioneer?
I will not be playing Pioneer.
Yeah, Red, White, Flurry, and Pioneer, funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh my gosh, because you could play like the mentor that makes the prowess creatures too.
Yeah, like I make the joke. I think Steelcutter is like one of the most played cards in Pioneer right now, if I remember correctly.
That's crazy.
Do you play Pioneer, Randy?
I dabble from time to time.
Okay. I might hit you up someday to try it.
Yeah, it's the only format where my boy the Phoenixes are viable.
Oh.
Yeah. Arclight Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only format where I can play basically Boomer Standard, right? Like I just treat it because I started playing in Return to Ravnica, and that's when Pioneer starts, and so it's like, oh cool, every standard format that I ever want to play all rolled up in the one. We're not talking about this card anymore.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm listening.
Yeah. But anyway, in your Kyler deck, how often are you casting 2 spells a turn? Often enough?
Often enough, because I have a lot of instant spells that go into it, and then I have a lot of cheap humans that I cast multiple on a turn.
Okay.
And say if I'm running like 2 instances on someone else's turn to combat something, that's just an added plus.
This is a very interesting card for control decks in Commander as well. Like, I always wanted something like this for Feather, where I have a good way to make a bunch of tokens that eventually become threatening. Feather is a commander that says whenever you cast an instant sorcery that targets one of your creatures, it exiles it as it resolves, and then bounces that card back to your hand at the end step. And so you can constantly like cast all these spells that buff up a creature. Mm-hmm. So this is Feather the Redeemed, not the other Feather. But yeah, no, like Young Pyromancer automatically goes in that. Mentor the Way automatically goes in that. I think this will go into that as a way to block other things, because I play my Feather deck like most other people would, and that is Voltron style. Okay. And so it's like, okay, cool. If I'm punching people in the teeth, my shields are down because my only creature is this commander. And so I get punched back very, very frequently. Luckily, I punch faster than most folks, but this will help me block all the other people. And then also like give me an alternate way to like bump up my commander so that I can like kill people.
Right.
Yeah, side tangent. We actually had a card revealed this morning or yesterday, I believe, that kind of is really good for Feather. It's called Honor. It's a 1 white for a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Draw a card.
1 white?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's just from my time playing Feather, I just remember that card draw was kind of at a premium.
Can y'all explain Feather to me?
Feather the Redeemed?
Yeah.
So it's a 3 mana with flying. It's like a 3/2 stat wise, and it says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you exile that instant or sorcery as it resolves, and it bounces it back to your hand at the end step. So
Okay.
essentially, what you're trying to do is you're playing a bunch of cheap instants and sorceries that like give a target creature +3/+3, or give target creature trample, or give target creature protection from creatures, and then you punch your opponent for 21 commander damage. It's red
Okay.
white. I'll play it against you and you'll hate it, and you'll be like, never show me that deck again.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. Well, cool. Well, Randy, what's your first card?
The first card that I have is probably the card I'm the most excited for from this set. It's called Ice Till Explorer. It's also one of the cards that kind of combines a lot of effects that we've seen in the past, but onto one card. So it's 2 green for a 2/4 creature Insect Scout that says you may play an additional land on each of your turns. Good. You may play lands from your graveyard. Good. And Landfall. Whenever a land enters under your control, mill a card.
Does everything.
It does, yeah. Like, it has the Crucible of World effect. It has the Azusa effect. It's not often we see this effect on the same card. So this is, like, incredibly exciting for, like, landfall decks, where you can, like, play a fetch land, and suddenly that fetch land turns into 3 landfall triggers off of this card alone.
So, back when Theros started coming into Standard, they would tack on Scry 1 onto a lot of cards, right?
Yep.
And it would increase the mana cost of the card. And so we would play the game like, how much more mana would it cost to Scry 1 in this? And so now I kind of want to see, like, how much more green mana would it cost to tack on one of these style effects? Because, like, this sounds like, oh, you just took, you know, Oracle of Moldiah or something, and then you stapled on, like, the Crucible Worlds, or you took Crucible Worlds and you stapled on Azusa or whatever, half an Azusa. So like, how much? It's a 4 mana card.
4 mana, 2/4.
It's a 2/4. It lets you play an additional land. It has a landfall trigger that's super relevant. Oh man.
I like that.
Yeah, because, like, I'm going to be putting this in any landfall decks I build. This is a Windmill Slam in the bug deck that I'm building.
Could I potentially put this in my Tifa standard deck?
No, you don't want to play this
I
in
don't want
Tifa
it in
Standard.
Tifa Standard.
Yeah, the Tifa like punch out combo deck. This probably does want to go into the diamond weapon decks that want to
Oh,
mill
yeah,
themselves
the
out and do the
diamond
thing.
weapons.
Yeah. Because they want cards in their trash can.
Yep.
Um,
And another cool thing it does is let you kind of double dip on any of, like, the effect lands you have. So, like, if you, like, channel Boseiju, you can just play that Boseiju as a land immediately after.
okay. This feels, I don't know why, but this feels very like, oh yeah, duh, this is a good card.
Yeah.
Like it's like, it's very obviously just like, okay, cool, this is really good. How are we gonna break this? But like,
It's already broken.
it's already broken.
Yeah, fetches exist. Like, Evolving Wilds is in Standard.
There is there's a green-black dragon in Dragons of Tarkir in the commander deck that says whenever a land card goes to the graveyard, you put it in. No, wait a minute. Hedge Chiller.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Because that's a card in Standard that says like whenever a land goes to the graveyard, you can put it back into play. There is a combo deck out there because there's enough surveil lands, like lands with surveil, that like just anytime you play, like it plays that and it plays something else. I forget what it was. It was a lizard that says whenever a land enters the battlefield, it deals the damage to the opponent. And so what you do is you have both of those in the field, and then you play a surveil land, and then you mill a card, and that card is typically another surveil land, and you go, okay, cool, hedge trimmer or whatever it's called, puts it back into play. And then you mill another card, and oh look, it's another land. And also, I'm pinging my opponent. This feels like it gives a little more consistency to that stupid combo deck. This deck is so bad, but so funny to play because it's literally like 4 of each copy of the Surveil lands from Karlov Manor, and then every Surveil land from like everywhere else that just says like do the thing. And like the deck list is super tight. You don't really play anything else, but I feel like this could see some sideboard play, so you can restart the combo. It's goofy as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jose, let's hop on your next card. While you do that, I'm going to go double check cameras real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So just keep going.
All right. In that case, while you're checking cameras, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do my lightning round. All right.
Heck yeah.
So, whenever I open packs, and when people kind of ask me like, "Hey, how do you start a collection as like grand as yours?" Right? I like to open a bunch of packs, and then I like to keep a list of cards, or at least read every single card, and then keep track of what cards that I want to keep because I know that they're going to go up in value, or they're going to be playable in commander decks, or something, right? For example, one of the most important cards to like ever look out for in a pack is anytime a card says you can play as many copies as you want in this deck, right? So those each go for typically $1 a piece, and so if you're leaving those on the table after you do a draft, then you're leaving dollars on the table. That's totally fine. It's not a race to see who can pick up the penny stocks, but just so you know, those cards technically do have some value. The cards that I'm looking for that are in the common and uncommon slot are stuff like Virulent Slicer. He's a 3-mana 2/3 that says whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. Crazy. It's a robot assassin, looks like a puppy with a tail. Yeah. Next card that I like as an uncommon is Melstrider Eulogist. He's a 3-mana 3/3 insect soldier that says whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Really good in a lot of different strategies. There's a lot of relevant stats about this card. It's 3 mana, so Tayam likes him, and I play a bunch of Counters Matters in my Tayam deck, so really good. Next up is Dubious Delicacy. This is a shout out for our store owner, Mike Richter, because he probably wants to play this in every single deck. This is a 3-mana artifact food that has flash, and when this artifact enters, up to one target creature gets -3/-3, and then you can either pay 2 and sacrifice it to gain 3, or you can pay 3 and sacrifice it to say target opponent loses 3. I feel like this is very valuable removal and game finishers in the This Town Ain't Big Enough deck, where you want to pick it back up, play it again, pick it back up, and play it again. But also any artifact strategies that want to sacrifice a bunch of artifacts and then play them from the graveyard again or bring them back. Super good card. Also an uncommon. Reroute Systems. It's a 1-mana instant in white that says choose one, target artifact or creature gains indestructible until end of turn, and then it has another mode where it says, hey, it deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. White removal in removal in white is either just removal or it's like really bad, right? Like it's like, oh, okay, cool, Path to Exile, right? Swords to Plowshares, yeah. This is an interesting card for like standard play because it does give you a sideboard tech that also doubles as removal, and so it's a very flexible piece of equipment here.
Yeah, Shock and White's interesting.
Shock and White is interesting. Only tapped creatures though.
Yeah.
Next up, Scout for Survivors, 3-mana sorcery. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total CMC 3 or less, or mana value 3 or less. Sorry, from your graveyard to the battlefield, and then put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. This I want to play in my Abhorrent Oculus deck, maybe as a one of. Maybe I play this in certain other decks that play a bunch of 1-drops. This is hilarious in Death Shadow because you can bring back 3 Death Shadows and put +1/+1 counters on them. Yeah. It's probably not the most like flashy card out there, but I feel like this card has a lot of potential. But we're going to skip over that because it's an uncommon. Ooh, that one should be the last one I mentioned. Next up is Starfield Shepherd. It's a 5-mana 3/2 with Warp for 2 mana. It's a flying angel with when this creature enters, search your library for a basic plains card or a creature card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Holy cow, this gets 1-drop creatures. I mean, at worst, this is getting Phyrexian Dreadnought so that you can do Phyrexian Dreadnought shenanigans. It's white, so it's a little weird. This will get you your Viserys here if you're playing black-white like aristocrat strategies. At worst, this is just getting you a land. In white, like a lot of the time your restrictions are you need to be behind on lands to add lands to your hand. This doesn't care because you're paying it for 2 and then you're warping it in for 2 on turn 2 and then you're playing it for 5 on turn 5. Like super fun. And then if you're playing this in Giada, you're playing this a lot earlier and you're getting double lands into your hand. This is like land tax for those who don't want to pay for a land tax or don't want to play a game changer. And it's a one-off land tax, but it's a land tax. Interesting card. Next up, Timeline Color. It's a 2-mana Drix Warlock. Hey, new creature type alert. What the heck is a Drix? It's like a squid person. It's a 2-mana 2/2 with haste, double black. So, you know, you're kind of forced to play in like black something decks. You may cast this card from your graveyard using its warp cost, and its warp is 1 black and pay 2 life. So you can play it on turn 1, pay 2 life, and put both players at 18. And then on turn 2, you can play it again because, hey, you played it for its warp cost, so you can play it again for another black, and you can punch your opponent for another 2, and now the score is 18-16. And when it dies, you can play it from your graveyard, and you can constantly get this shock value in. There's something to be said about this card in mono black aggro in this set, especially since this next card allows you to play some really funny aristocrat style decks. And that is, this is the number 1 card you should look for in every single pack. If you are like, none of those other cards interest me, this card should interest you. This is a 2-mana 3/2 that says sacrifice another creature or artifact, surveil 1. I don't need to say anything else. Viscera Seer, I pull that stuff out of every single pack, and this is Viscera Seer with an upgrade. Viscera Seer got a glow up. Umbral Caller Zealot. It's a uncommon in this set. It's a human cleric. It has a lot of relevant card types. It has a lot of relevant effects. This goes into our oh my gosh, what is Mirko? Yeah, it goes into Mirko.
Take that, Jonathan. Mirko's
Take that, Jonathan. Mirko's even better. It sacrifices artifacts or creatures. So you don't have to be locked into just sacrificing your creatures, just sacrificing your artifacts, right? It does both. It does it all. This is a card meant to be broken. This is going into every single Cauldron Familiar deck. This is going into every single deck that plays aristocrats. This is going into every cleric deck. This is going into every human deck that can play it probably, that wants to like make a bunch of tokens, surveil a bunch of stuff, reanimator style strategies that like typically go wide. This gets rid of artifacts that you control that like you don't want to have for more than a turn, right? Like if you just play like, or if someone gives you an artifact, you're like, I don't want that. Get rid of it. Hilarious card.
Gets rid of the land off the top of your deck if you're playing a Citadel deck.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And that's not even mentioning the surveil half of this, where you're just like, oh cool, I need to draw into a card, but I don't want to lose these cards to the bottom of my deck. We'll put them in your trash can, buddy. You can dig them out of the trash later.
All right.
Yeah. This is probably like MVP uncommon of this set.
That's actually really sick,
right?
Yeah.
Multi-format all-star. Probably we'll see. I'm brewing up a standard list with this card.
Ooh, okay.
With like Dire Undercity Rats, Sephiroth, the Al-Khajiit, whatever guys from the Final Fantasy set, where it says whenever an artifact or a creature dies, deal the damage to each opponent and then gain a life. And so it's this whole like this plus that previous card, and like Netherborn or whatever, that like brings back from the graveyard. If you pay 2 life, it's like, oh cool, I'm just going to consistently drain my opponent for 2 every single turn, and then net 0 for me, and then surveil other stuff into the trash can. Pretty funny.
Seems pretty solid.
That's my lightning round.
Cool.
Tate.
All right. So for my next card, guys, Wizard, they have some favorites sometimes. They are bringing back a group of cards that I don't care for. Slivers.
Oh, slivers.
No, not loot. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't like slivers. I want to play slivers now, mainly because of that cool showcase of the Sliver Overlord that they.
Oh my god.
But there's a artifact coming out this called Thummerine Hive Pool. It's a 6-cost artifact.
Thrumming
Hive Pool. It's a 6-cost artifact. Has affinity for slivers.
Yeah, so it costs 0.
Yeah. And then slivers you control have double strike and haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 1/1 colorless sliver creature tokens.
A lot of people are loving this card. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of mid.
You think it's mid?
I think it's kind of mid. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Slivers, it's fine. It's dandy. Whatever, right? A consistent way to get sliver tokens. A consistent way to get like haste and stuff. This is probably replacing my Obelisk Averd in my first sliver deck. But like, does it have the sliver subtype?
It does not, no.
And it's a 6-mana artifact. I'm probably not cascading into it, and so I'm probably trying to draw it and hard cast into it. It's all right. I feel like sliver decks either go in one of 2 directions, which is like overwhelming aggro and you're playing the first sliver, or overwhelming combo and you're playing like Sliver Queen or something. And so this strikes that middle ground where it's like, it's mid, but it's exciting mid. Mm-hmm. Right? Where it's like, oh yeah.
It's just Sliver already has so many things with it, and so many good things, and the fact that they're adding this, that, yeah, you say it's mid, it still adds another layer to it all.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a sliver that turns your slivers into mana dorks? Am I remembering correctly?
There is. There's 2 different ones. Gemhide and Mana Weft.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah, so like that helps.
You mind,
Yeah.
I've never played slivers. I just have encountered slivers, and when I saw this, like, oh great, I hate slivers even more. So
Yeah. This deck did light a fire under a lot of sliver players, or at least sliver enjoyers who want to play these. And so it's kind of neat, but it's also like, I'll play it, but I don't know if it outshines some of the other potential for some other sliver
Fair.
cards for me. Right? Like I come from an era where slivers were like, if you played a sliver deck, you were either like the most degenerate, like it's not that bad anymore. There's a lot of cards that can counter sliver decks. If your friends are playing slivers, you just tell me the commander and I'll help you negate all their effects because it's crazy.
type down the comments, and I'll have Jose respond to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they printed this card called Farewell.
Farewell does it, but like if they're playing the first sliver, you literally just play a card that says like players can't cast more than one spell each turn,
Yeah.
or they're paying extra mana for each spell each turn because those exist.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like they got Dampening Sphere. Dampening Sphere really shuts down cascading slivers. It's hilarious. Watch them cry because they will cry. But sliver players should cry. I play slivers. I'm going
I
to cry.
know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it once or twice.
Yep. I can say that as the warehouse guy, I have pulled and mailed so many slivers in the past 2 weeks.
I totally forgot. We need to be on the lookout too when we're looking at some of these rares and mythics and stuff, especially legendary creatures. What sci-fi reference is this card?
Okay.
Right? Because obviously slivers feels like an aliens reference.
Right.
But like the like art, show the art on the screen, right?
So-
is them being formed out of like this like goop, right?
Yeah.
So it feels very like T-1000. Is that the Terminator?
Terminator.
The
is-
silver one?
Yeah.
Is that the T-1000?
I don't know. I've seen Terminator 2, and that's it. I'm gonna just say.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It gives off like some weird like alien type, maybe some Prometheus
be
type
back.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very like organic, gross, freaky alien.
You know what most excites me about this card is that Wizards listen to us. Wizards, thank you so much for not giving me Predator-style slivers that look like humanoids. I really love the like weird, can I say sperm cell-looking slivers
Sure,
with
yeah.
the little like pickaxe. They're very alien species. I love it when Wizards just, he's a freaky little guy. Look at this freaky little guy.
But they didn't even go the most logical route and make them look like dune sandworms.
Because they got worms, dude.
I know.
It's a completely
but-
different thing. Slivers
Okay,
is
fine.
so uniquely Magic the Gathering. Like, it is very interesting to describe what slivers are. And when you show an image of a sliver to a non-Magic the Gathering player and you're like, hey, everybody hates these guys. They're so scary. Then people are like, these little guys? This guy? Yeah.
Okay, Randy, what's your next card?
So continuing on the theme of sci-fi tropes, I've got another bug.
Bugs.
Ooh, and continuing on, I think we've hit on some cards that feel like throwbacks to other cards. Mm-hmm. Throwback
Yes.
Thursday, because slivers.
Slivers.
And then you had the like Azusa landfall guy.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, here's Scoot Swarm. So Scouring Swarm for 1, a black and a green. It is a 1/1 creature insect with flying. And whenever you sacrifice a land, create a tapped token that's a copy of this creature if 7 or more land cards are in your bin. Otherwise, create a tapped 1/1 black insect creature token with flying.
Hate this card.
I love this
it's-
card.
And the only reason I hate it is because it's 2 colors and not 1 color, and I cannot play it in my Titania deck. I want to be able to have 2 Skeet Swarms in my Titania deck for when lands enter and when lands leave, because Titania makes 5/3s.
Oh, I'm playing this in
Style.
Grist.
Yeah. This card is so good.
Yeah, this card is because like unfortunately it's not standard legal. This is from the Commander deck, so like we can't do anything with it in standard. But in Commander, hey, look, a card that benefits off of playing your fetch lands and benefits off of you playing your self-mill cards. Oh, hey, Ice Tool Explorer does that.
Yeah. And it's an insect, relevant creature type for your insect deck.
Oh yeah,
Zurin Orb, hilarious combo with this card where you just sacrifice your whole field and give all of them haste. Or you just play something that says whenever a creature enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to each opponent. Like that doesn't exist in black. Or whenever a creature dies, and then you play a sack outlet, like the zealot that I mentioned earlier, right? Holy cow, this card is just waiting to be broken.
oh yeah.
There's also Eudora, I think, where it says whenever a creature dies, you put it face down as a forest. and then you could then flip them face up with something and then kill it again, and then you can sacrifice those forests for stuff. You can. There's a lot of ways. Are we having fun yet?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not. I feel like I'm sitting on death row and they're showing me the different ways to kill it.
See, I'm terrified of seeing this card in a Lord Woodgrace deck.
Oh yeah, I'm just terrified of seeing this card.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every time Scute Swarm, it's like, you mathematical mother trucker.
Yep.
What's going on here?
Yeah, because now in the land, because in the insects deck, I have this and Scoot Swarm. If I have them on the board at the same time, I just like fetch land.
Crazy.
And it's like
Crazy.
Scoot Swarm and Scouring Swarm triggers.
Can you feel the bugs crawling around? ASMR time.
They're in my skin.
Right.
They're about to be in your face, Swarm Yard Massacre.
This is a
Excuse me, they vomit out a bunch of bugs real quick.
scouring swarm. Anywho. Yeah, this card is hilariously awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I love that it's an upgrade to Scute Swarm.
It's cheaper too, I believe, because Scoot Swarm
No,
is
Scute
4,
Swarm
isn't
is
it?
3.
Oh, is it 3? Okay.
Yeah. It's more expensive, quotation marks, because it's multiple colors as opposed to one color.
Yeah, but you're playing green. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh no, what you're thinking about is it's cheaper than Scute Swarm because Scute Swarm only starts doubling itself when you start having a certain number of lands, right? Whereas this one doesn't have that land restriction, I believe, right?
Well, if you have 7 more lands in your graveyard, is what it cares about.
Okay,
Yes. Otherwise, it just makes a 1/1 bug.
yeah, yeah. This card is fun.
It's very good.
All right,
All right, Jose, show us your next.
I got
card.
another bug.
Yeah.
Biotech Specialist. It's a green and a red for an insect scientist. Hey, shout out to my scientists out there. When this creature enters, create a lander token. Whatever. Lander tokens are new tokens that are generated. They're artifacts that say pay 2 mana, sacrifice this, get a land, and add it to your hand. Oh, no. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Sorry. That's a lot better than I thought it was. And whenever you sacrifice an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent. It is a 2 mana 1/3. I play a little deck called Togo and Thrasios, who loves playing lands and sacrificing artifacts. This puts a land into play for 4 mana, and it rewards me for throwing rocks at people. I live in a glass house, and I don't care, man. I'm going to throw rocks at everybody. Every time you sacrifice an artifact, deal 2 damage to target opponent. This guy says it deals 2 damage to target opponent, this creature, so you give it infect, you give it lifelink.
Hate you.
Oh, buddy. Yeah. I'm slowly realizing that these type of podcasts have slowly devolved into, hey, it's War Crime Central here. Welcome to War Crime Central. We're going to be committing as many war crimes as
So
possible.
what we need to start doing is just every time we have you introduce a card, we'll just have War Crime segment.
Yeah, a War Crime Alert.
Yeah.
You have a name tag. Hello, I am Mr. War Crimes.
Because I'm over here being the one that likes a little bit more knowledge than you two. She'd be like, I like this card. It looks cool. And you're over here like, I have 5 different ways to
Yeah,
kill a man.
here's exactly 15 ways to kill people with this card. At number 15. Yeah, Biotech Specialist goes into Togo Thrasios. There's not a lot of green-red artifact decks out there that like really love to do stuff. But like anytime you see one, they're really smashing up some artifacts and then bringing them back and then smashing them up again. This is super cool to see this in that strategy. There's the Aether Drift, the blue red green artifact deck that says whenever you like at the beginning of some step you get to make a copy of something and then it dies.
Sahili?
Sahili, yeah. Sahili loves this card. Like it's super cool to see this. And then eventually, Scientist Tribal. Ooh, buddy. I built a Scientist Tribal deck. More fun. He's a scientist now. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, because this is a new creature type, isn't it?
No, it's a relatively. It started popping up in like Fallout and stuff like that.
Okay.
Where you actually had scientists. This is just a creature type that is now seeking a lot more relevance because we're getting into eras where technology is a lot more relevant, and so scientists are. Like they're basically just wizards, but statted into artificer instead of wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Biotech Specialist, man.
Gross.
Pretty disgusting. Treasure tokens?
No.
I'm excited to see that deck play against Rico's food deck.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who don't know, Rico Rico is one of our employees in here. He's been on a podcast before. He was on the episode where we talked about the future state of Magic with Avatar, Edge of Eternities.
You did it again.
I did it again. I don't even do it on purpose. We play it up, we joke about it, but this is all completely an accident. And then Spider-Man. Every time I say that, I want to slam my hand on it.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
But yeah, he plays he's obsessed with drinking Dr. Pepper because it's just a good soda. And
he's from Texas.
Texas. It makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, no. And his soda deck, it says every time you take a drink from a physical soda, or if you crack a food token, counts as drinking, you get a food token. That's called a bottle or something.
I owe this deck so much because it keeps me hydrated.
It makes me drink a lot of Big Red.
I went to go see my weight specialist the day after I played against it, and your water intake is really good today. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rico. Shout out to Rico, and shout out to Wizards for making an insect with 8 legs. Huh? What's up with that? Why isn't this a spider? We're getting spider scientists in the next couple sets, right? Spider-Man's. He's a spider scientist sometimes.
I can see that.
Why is this not a spider? It's got 8 legs.
It would be too good.
Whatever. Next card.
All right. Let's see. Sure, I'll talk about a land.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about, Yurthos Titanic God Core. It's a mono blue land. It's a land planet, first off. This is one of the planet lands that are coming out with the set. This land enters tapped. You can tap it for 1 blue mana, and then it has station. Whenever you get it up to 12 plus counters on this station, you can tap 1 blue and tap it, and you can add 1 blue mana for each artifact you control.
Yeah, Academy. It's not Academy Runes. It's Tolarian Academy. It's a banned card in Commander.
Yep.
This does need 12 power to crew it or station it, but there's a reason why this card is banned.
If you're running robots, though, just make a bunch of 1/1 robots and then just keep tapping them.
Yeah, just tap a bunch of Thopters.
Is the it's from the Aether Drift, the blue-white guy who says he gains power for each CMC or whatever the artifact is. Metalwork Colossus immediately almost crews this because it's a free 11/11 if you're doing stuff wrong or right, depending on which side of the table you're on. Yeah, dude, this card is busted busted.
Yeah, I'm just imagining playing a Mirror Battlesphere and then immediately using that to power that up. Because the fun thing about Station is that similar to vehicles, the creature you're tapping doesn't have to have haste. You can tap down a creature that you immediately played.
And it gets a +1. It gets a counter for its power.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just tap a 10/10 and instantly have 10 counters on it.
Yeah, and these are charge counters, and they're counters. And so if you're playing a proliferate strategy, I'm looking at you, all the kilowatt players out there. Holy cow. Or it's just Kilo is his name, not Kilowatt. Sorry.
Kilowatt's the guy from Green Lantern?
Yeah. It's a Pokemon, I guess. Kilowattrel.
Yeah.
But yeah, his name is Kilo, the robot guy from the Commander deck. Wow. I mean, you're already playing artifacts. This goes into every single one of those decks. Standard viability? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe they'll print another artifact set that goes crazy with this card.
One thing to note. New subtype for lands.
Yes.
So Omo players out there keeping track of all the subtypes. There's a new subtype for Omo. It doesn't matter. there's nothing to be gleaned from this, but technically Omo makes everything a planet when you put an everywhere counter or everything counter on it.
I was just excited for the aspect of having lands that were planets. That was the first thing that I got excited about when this set was announced. I was like, planets as lands? I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, I was really nervous when they announced that there's going to be a cycle of lands that were mythic rare, but these are fine.
I hate in sci-fi when a whole planet just has one biosphere. Though,
yeah.
In my personal opinion, that just doesn't make sense. Even planets like Mercury have interesting diversity in its sphere, even though it's not biological in any nature, right? But it has hot zones, it has cold zones, it has poles, it has interesting geography. Where's that diversity on the planet? Like, there's so many different biomes and places on the planet Earth. Like, you can't call Earth a X planet. Like, it's not a desert planet. But, like, even a desert planet like Mars doesn't just have deserts. I mean, it technically does because there's no water falling on Mars. But, like, the diversity of its landscape is significant, and you just can't call it one type of thing. It's goofy. Tangent aside. It looks like someone else has planets to talk about.
Yes. Speaking of the desert planet,
Tatooine?
the card I'm. That's a secret lair, actually, probably eventually.
If they can get a Star Wars secret lair, you'll never hear the end of it from me.
But anyway, Adagia, I believe, Windswept Bastion. It is the white planet, land planet, enters taps for white station, and its effect happens at 12 plus counters. And its effect is 3 and a white, tap it, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery.
Oh, and then you sacrifice it at the end of turn, right?
No.
Good God.
No, it's just legendary, so you can't target the same thing more than once.
Mirror box.
I mean, yeah. But so the reason this card has me excited is because this is going into a very, very specific deck. So I had one of my favorite commanders is Miri, Weatherlight Duelist.
I know.
It's a 3-mana Selesnya cat. 3/2 that says that whenever Miri attacks, only one creature defending player's control can block this combat, and as long as Miri is tapped, only one creature can attack you each combat. And so it's a very Voltron equipment deck, and so this kind of does both things I wanted to. Of I can pay 4 mana and get a copy of basically any equipment I want. So I can double up on like Sword of Hearth and Home, double up on like Swiftfoot Boots to protect my value creatures. Make another like. There's a lot of legendary equipment in this deck, but like there's a lot of equipment that I want multiple copies of.
This gives you an alternate way to tap Miri without attacking too.
Which is
you can continue to station stuff long after it's fully stationed.
Yeah, that's the big reason why I like this card is because one of the issues with Miri is that early game she could be quite vulnerable if I don't find like my Hammer of Nazan. And so sometimes I don't have a clean attack, and which means that I'm just like very, very vulnerable. And so having effects like this in the land slot that just taps Miri automatically are pretty valuable. So like before that, so I was playing Survivor's Encampment, and this is just better.
Yeah. Man. So I mentioned Mirror Box earlier because this makes legendary things. And sometimes I don't care about the legendary rule because, you know, those cards exist. Mm-hmm. Holy cow. Are we thinking about making double copies of Anointed Procession with this card? Because then you make a token copy of it, so you make 2. All you need to do is ignore the legend rule with Mirror Box, and now you have 3 Anointed Processions that the next time you activate this land, you get another copy that's doubled. And so now you have 11 Anointed Processions. Hey, are we doing math here yet? Can we figure out what 2 to the power of 11 is? Because the next time you activate this, that's how many tokens you're making of something.
You know, see, I'm just thinking boring. I'm just thinking boring things of like, here's an extra Esper Sentinel, here's an extra Smothering Tithe.
Yeah. How about after making 11 Anointed Processions, you copy Smothering Tithe and go, hey, are you going to pay 2 to the power of 11 mana for that card you drew? Because I'm going to make...
See what you do as well is you play like... what's it called? Felidar Retreat, which is already in the deck. Okay. You play a land, and then suddenly your creature gets like 100 +1/+1 counters.
Oh.
And Turbo Vigilance.
Speaking of lands.
Turbo Vigilance.
Speaking of lands, you could also copy all the artifact lands of this. It's technically ramp in white, huh?
Copy Bright Glass Gear Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an artifact. Artifact creatures are, in fact, artifacts. Enchantment creatures are also enchantments. Not that there's good ones. Oh, I guess in Duskmourn there is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yes, hi, hello, it's me. I'm Tate. I'm on death row, and this is apparently one of the options they gave me. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, you're the one who started talking about planets.
Yeah, what is that math correct? So you get 11 anointing processions, and if you make a copy of Smothering Tithe, you're gonna get doubled 11 times. So that's 2 to the power of 11 Smothering Tithes plus your 1. Is that a prime number? 2 to the power of 11 plus 1?
You asking the wrong guy, bud.
Yeah, and then when you draw a card, it doubles that, so 2 times that. So are you gonna pay that much mana? Are we playing Balatro?
See, I'm just imagining playing this card in like a Mycosynth Lattice deck, where everything is an artifact.
Oh, buddy. Hey, does it say artifact or enchantment you control?
It does.
Okay. I thought I was gonna break it even
Could you
further.
imagine?
Could you imagine copying your opponent's stuff?
I mean, to be fair, if it copied your opponent's stuff, like 4 mana for a legendary Soul Ring isn't the worst thing in the world.
I need a card that says revert the legendary rule back to M13's legendary rule so that I can use this to remove other if it copied other people's stuff.
What's the M13 legendary rule?
So basically, if 2 legendaries existed on both sides of the field, you would sacrifice them.
Oh,
Yeah, there could only be 1 legendary permanent of that name, period.
Yeah.
That's, ew, no.
Yeah. So
No.
basically, commanders sucked because if you played Krenko and I played Krenko, then it's like, oh, cool. Then if you play Krenko first, you might get to use him first. But if I play Krenko after you, we both kill our Krenkos.
Wasn't that a play pattern of like people would play like the Jace Planeswalkers just to remove their opponent's Jaces?
Jace the Mind Sculptor was the reason why like Jace the Mind Sculptor was really, really good was because it countered Jace the Mind Sculptor.
That's such a weird sense of removal in a game.
This was before they changed the Planeswalker rule to you can't have the same named subtype Planeswalker too. And so you could play crappier Jace to remove a better Jace because you couldn't have 2 of the different types of Jace on the field.
Yep. So you could just play like 3
And then
mana
they
Jace.
got rid of that in Magic Origins so that you can play multiple Jaces and Chandras and whatever you wanted.
Magic is so interesting.
Yeah, history, buddy.
See, I just forgot that rule was changed so recently. I thought it was changed well before Origins.
Nah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Hi, I started playing in Amonkhet.
Hi, I'm Tate. I started playing during Murder at Karloff Manor.
Return to Ravnica, baby. That pre-release happened like literally a week after. I'm like, oh, I love this game.
Which, Jose, what was the most popular song on the release?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I forget what it was.
Wasn't
Do you remember?
It was a Whistle by Flow Rider, was it not?
I don't think it was. It was on the list of like top 100 though.
We had a conversation earlier this week where we were trying to figure out what was the most popular song during the month we started playing Magic.
Put them in the comments below. Go ahead and look up what set you started playing Magic in, when that set released, and then you type in that date into Google and you go, what songs were released at this time, and then go ahead and let us know what kind of songs were released or were in the top 10 during that time. You'll be very interested to see what you see because Buddy 2012 was full of some bangers, dude.
Yeah.
That are just like, oh man.
I can't
Speaking
wait.
of bangers,
Oh yeah, Jose.
I got Pinnacle Emissary here. He's a 3-mana 3/3 robot artifact creature in blue-red. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can only block creatures with flying, and it warps for either a blue or a red. You can pay one or the other color. Wowzers. Efficient Construction and Psy Master Thopterus welcome your new robotic brother, Pinnacle Emissary. This card just says whenever you make an artifact, make another artifact. And so now we're looking at like breaking Crocklane Ironworks again. Because now whenever you play an artifact, you get 2 artifacts. You can sacrifice both of them for 2 mana. This creates a creature token. So we're like looking at, we're looking sideways at like Ashnod's Altar and Altar of Phyrexia and going, okay, cool. There's some mana there. There's also the whole like, hey, affinity for artifacts, or you can even use these to cast other spells using Inspiring Statuary. Like, wow. We're eating so well tonight.
So I play Brutaclad.
This goes in Brutaclad.
Oh yeah. It goes in Brutaclad.
It goes super hard in Brutaclad.
This card is crazy in that deck.
Ooh, buddy.
Cast an artifact. Hello.
Tate, do you have any words for this card?
Not that I can say on here.
Man.
We'll just make sure to put a bleep sound effect over it.
Yeah, there's not much to say about this card specifically because there's a lot of like similarities to a bunch of other cards. I already mentioned them: Efficient Construction, Psymaster Thopters. The interesting thing to note is that this is an artifact itself, so that's relevant to those. And so if you wanted to drop those other two cards because maybe you're not playing Historic Matters and so you don't care about Psi, or maybe you just want to replace an enchantment with an artifact so you can play more artifacts, like. Wowzers, this card is good.
Also, if you have a way to give it haste, it's just a 1-mana 3/3.
It's just a 1-mana 3/3, and if you give it haste.
Yeah, so it's like Swiftfoot Boots are legal and standard, right?
No.
Was that not a Foundations?
Oh, maybe it is.
I just haven't come across it in my play yet.
Swiftfoot Boots or Lightning Greaves? Swiftfoot Boots
Boots.
is, I think, in, yes, Foundations. Yeah, I think Lightning Greaves. I was thinking of the other one.
Yeah.
I get them confused all the time. Which is going to be even more confusing because they're the Sonic Secret Lair. That's two different Sonic shoes.
Let's go.
God, standard decks are going to look so cursed here soon.
Sonic's not in standard.
No.
No, there's cards.
Modern decks might be because
No.
Colossal Hammer is
Yep.
a Sonic card now.
Hi, I'm Tate. I'm going to be playing my Peter Parker Sonic the Hedgehog Dog Meat deck.
Oh my gosh. Can you play a modern deck that's completely Secret Layers now?
Probably.
Because I think Sigarda's 8 is a Secret Layer.
Yeah. Yes.
Hammer Time Secret Layer? We'll figure this out afterwards. Hey, put it in the comments below what kind of modern deck you would build.
I mean, Open the Armory.
Open the Armory?
Yeah. Stoneforge Mystic.
Stoneforge Mystic?
That's had like 3 secret
Oh
layers.
my gosh. Hammer Time Secret
Yeah,
Layer.
there was a Sigarda's Aid from the Marvel set from Secret Lair.
Oh, right. That's
It
why
was-
I
It
didn't
was
care.
called Captain America's Aid.
Oh, buddy. Oh, the lands are going to be the issue, huh?
What do you mean? There's so many secret layer lands.
Well, yeah, but like
Like
Flooded Strand?
all of-
No, Flooded Land does have a streak. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. Never mind.
Yeah, the all of the enemy fetches and
Fountain?
all of the shocks have secret
Wow.
layers.
And then, yeah, the basics, whatever, right? They got a
Yeah.
bajillion basics. So you play the full text basics for maximum damage.
I mean, technically speaking, Command Tower is modern legal. Ha 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 ha. It was in the Throne of Eldraine Brawl decks.
No, they specifically said some of those Commander Matter cards are not legal in the formats they were printed in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought they were legal, just didn't do anything.
No, they're not legal anymore
Okay.
for confusion's sake. Because like Arcane Signet was also printed in that time.
Yeah.
No way to use that because you didn't have anything in your command zone.
Okay.
They're just illegal when they were printed in standard at the time, and then for other formats.
Okay, did not know that.
All right, Tate, you got another card?
Yeah, I think we each got time for at least one more.
Oh no!
Yeah. So, this one, I don't play 5 colors. I want to play 5 colors because of this deck. Also, I mentioned I love spaceships, and last time we talked about the cards, when Rico was on, I mentioned that there's a space station. I'm very excited for this space station. So this is Infinite Guideline Station. It is a 5 color. It costs 1 of every color. It's a legendary artifact spacecraft. When Infinite Guideline Station enters, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. It has station, and at 12 plus, it gets flying and becomes a creature. It becomes a 7/15, and whenever Infinite Guideline Station attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. I just want a lot of draw, and I want to play a bunch of multicolored things. Because if I can just throw out a bunch of multicolor stuff, get some good combos in on there, and then just get a bunch of draw power, I'm happy.
I feel like this goes a lot better in the Niv Mizzet deck that draws cards for each like 2-color pair that you have.
Niv Mizzet in space.
Niv Mizzet in space.
Space Mizzet.
Space Mizzet. I mean, we joked around about Space Chase.
Space Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, Space Chase.
So
Space
like
Chase.
Niv Mizzet in space, but yeah, this card is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Leyline of the Guild Pact is a card.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So I would make this my commander because it's a legendary artifact and it just sounds like fun.
Interesting thing to note: if you do want to play Station Tribal, this is a thing that you can do. You can crew other space stations with other space stations once they become creatures.
Yep.
It's hilarious that you can just You can put a train inside a car, and you can put that car inside a space station. You can put that space station inside another vehicle because you can crew other things with it, and then you can have that ride a horse.
Yeah, no, I'm just imagining this giant space station piloting Essica's chariot.
This is just Gurren Lagann. We have robots piloting other robots.
Man, is there a Gurren Lagann reference in this?
I haven't seen one yet.
Meld? Combine.
If you don't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you.
Man, Gurren Lagann's secret lair win.
Please.
Yeah.
Get our like third reflavored Mech Titan core.
Heavens.
Is it okay to make this joke?
Sure.
Because the spoilers for halfway through the show.
I mean, the show's been out for almost 20 years.
If we do get the secret lair, we need to get "Rest in Peace" printed on a card with Kamina.
I hate you.
Just to drive the hammer home, we have a card that's like either farewell or die young.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Live fast, die young.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love the anime. Still hate the ending a little bit. Just because of that.
Yep.
Now the war crimes are pointed directly at him.
Yeah, now it's emotional torment. I'm so sorry, Tate, that we went there. I thought it'd be safe. I even asked you, like, you sure you want me to say this joke?
I mean, it was funny for people, probably not me.
Your last card.
Yep, I'm ending off with another card for Brutaclad. Devastating Onslaught. This card was spoiled this morning, I believe, as well. So it is XX red for a sorcery. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact or creature you control. Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step.
Okay, so you still attach the sacrifice clause to them, even if you changed them from something else from Brutaclad. Right?
Nope.
No? They go away?
They go away. Yeah, so something funny about Brutaclad is like you have, because Brutaclad, for context, at beginning of your combat, you make a mirror, and then you choose a token you control, and all other tokens become a copy of that token. So it'll just copy like the creature itself. It won't copy the sacrifice at end of turn clause, but it also won't copy like counters and stuff.
Is this not a lingering effect?
That
is attached to that creature?
I don't remember the specifics of it. This is something I had to look up because I was concerned about that.
Okay. Interesting, because I knew there were some token effects that said it gives the creature this effect, and so if you remove that effect, but if you, oh my gosh, if you target Brutaclad with this, and you make multiple copies of Brutaclad because you don't care about the legendary roll, and then you just, each Brutaclad goes, hey, I'm going to make a 2/1 mirror. I'm going to make them into Brutaclads.
So like this does a few things. The funniest thing it does is it speeds up the Smaug thing of you like make a Smaug, and then Brutaclad turns everything else into Smaug, and they all die. So you make that many
Does it
times
say
14 treasures.
Artifact or creature you control?
Yes, you control, which is unfortunate. But it also does like other generic value things. If I can just pay like 5 and get like a couple of Wormcoil engines that kill themselves at the end of turn.
Yeah.
But also like it's just a way of turning anything into a token. So like 3 mana, and then suddenly that thing is targetable by Brutaclad. So it's.
What's your favorite thing to Brutaclad?
Currently it is Wormcoil Engine, just because I can't afford a copy of Blightsteel Colossus. I want to do that eventually.
My favorite thing to Brutaclad is Fleet Swallower. But that's because I like making people do math. And Fleet Swallower says when this attacks, each player or the defending player mills half their deck rounded up. And so if you have multiple of those, okay, count the number of cards in your deck, cut it in half, and then what do you have left over? Divide it by 2 again, then keep going. And then you're at 0 cards in deck, and you're like, okay, cool, have fun.
Yeah. Another thing that I got to do once was copy Fairy Artisans, which that's a fun thing to have like 20 copies of on the board.
Oh my gosh, yes. Fairy Artisans is hilarious. Man, this card in Brutaclad, Devastating Onslaught.
Yep.
Before we get to the last card, I want to honorable mention the Tango lands.
Yeah.
They're printing, if you guys don't know, Tango lands are lands that care about having 2 or more other basic lands on the battlefield, and then they enter untapped. They're dual-colored lands, and Wizards only printed about half of them in a previous set, and now they're printing the other half only in the Commander decks. Now, this would normally be bad news, as the Tango lands are really cheap, and if they only print them in the commander decks, they'd be prohibitively expensive. However, Wizards said they're going to print these at every opportunity they can in the commander decks, which makes the most sense. And so we're getting I think they're enemy Tango lands.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's really, really exciting.
Yeah, we're also getting the cycle lands, but those are a little less exciting.
I have a couple of decks that would really like them, but yeah, the Tango lands are the important bit, and worry not, budget commander players, they're going to come back to you. All right, my last card.
All right, let's hear it.
Xuifit, XU-IFIT, comma, Osteoharmonist. So it's fake name, fake word, right? Because,
Okay.
you know, what's an Osteoharmonist? He's a 3-mana black creature. It's 1 black. Legendary creature, human wizard. He's a 2/3, and it just says tap to return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to its other types, and it has no abilities. Activate only as a sorcery.
Ooh.
I want to break this guy. So first off, I don't care that it has no abilities, right?
Just flicker it.
Just flicker it. Easy peasy, right? This is going into so many decks. I have a Ratatrabric deck that will love bringing back those creatures, and then when they die, I create a 2/2 non-legendary version of that creature. I don't know if it resets because it has no abilities. So does it come back as a 2/2 with no abilities? I think it does because it cares about the last known statistic for the power and toughness. But no, it changes it. It makes a copy of that creature that's a 2/2. So does it see it in the graveyard? That's a ruling that I'm going to have to look up later. Anywho, I also have a Varel's the Scarstripe deck, which plays a lot of creatures that they're like, here's my 1-mana 13/13. That's got a lot of downsides because I want it in the graveyard instead of doing the thing. This brings those creatures back with none of the downsides. So here's my 2-mana 5/5 leveler that like normally would just exile my whole deck, but I could bring it back from the graveyard as an alternate strategy and do the thing. Yeah, it brings it back. Note, it only makes it a skeleton. It does not remove or does not put finality counters on it, so you can keep bringing these knuckleheads back. Or sorry, you can keep bringing these boneheads back.
Death Shadow?
Death Shadow, you bring it back. It's a 1-mana 13/13. Hilarious card. Absolutely hilarious card. No abilities. This is a commander that wants to be broken quite a bit. It's a tap ability. There's no other cost associated with tapping other than targeting a creature in your graveyard. So you can untap him. Mage Right Stone, Sword of the Perunes for 3 mana. You just untap him. And so you're just like, oh, cool. Here, look, I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to turn it this way. And we're going to make some spooky, scary skeletons, man. Yeah. This with a creature that like, oh, well, no, it doesn't have ETBs because it returns with no abilities.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was about to say, there's a way to break this if you had multiple creatures entering the battlefield.
Would leave the graveyard triggers happen?
Oh my gosh, yes, they would, because the creature comes out of the graveyard. So you're looking at like Tormod and Desecrated Tomb, and whenever you bring a creature back from the graveyard, you get tokens, and you could sacrifice those to Ashnod's altar, so you can Sword of the Perunes, untap him, and now you got infinite mana.
Oh, you're right.
Sir Conrad.
I keep forgetting about that half of Sir Conrad.
This deck builds itself, buddy. Yeah, self-mill, very prevalent thing in black. You're playing some bad efficient creatures like Desecration Demon, Archfiend of the Dross, and these are creatures that your opponent probably wants to kill anyway. And so you're just putting them in the graveyard to bring them back. The only thing that sucks about this guy is it says activate only as a sorcery.
Yeah. But I'm hearing you can play the new Viscera Seer.
You can play the new Viscera Seer in the stack, yeah. Surveil stuff to your trash can, and then you could bring it back as a 3/2, I guess.
Yeah.
What is it called? There's the equipment that doubles activated abilities.
Oh
my gosh. It's no. It's like Illusionist Bracers. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you equip this to him, and now you can bring 2 creatures back from the graveyard. You can play the circles. What are they called? Oh my gosh. It's like whenever an ability goes on the stack, you can pay 2 mana and copy it.
Lithoform Engine?
Lithoform Engine is a card that does the thing, but I think it's Mage Right Circles or something like that. Oh my gosh, this was a really boomer commander card. That copy abilities.
It's not Rings of Brightheart, right?
It's Rings of Brightheart. That's what it is. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Google Images doesn't help at all. Yeah. Rings of Brightheart. That's what it is. You pay extra mana to copy this ability, and so bada bing, you can get in 2 creatures back from the trash can. They're skeletons. They got no abilities. I can't wait to go to Muraganda, where they care about creatures that have no abilities, because there are a couple cards that say, I give a crap about creatures that have no abilities. This Skeleton Tribal in mono black as well. Like Tiny Bones is eating well tonight.
Dang, if only you could play the Bear Professor with this thing.
Oh man, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good idea for next year's Pride event, though.
Bear Professor does that guy not have background? No,
he's from Strixhaven Commander.
Dang it. No, yeah. He's from Strixhaven Commander.
Yeah, he's just the one that's like cares about no abilities, lets them basically attack through everything. Like pretend they weren't blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, and then just flicker the creatures to get their abilities back. Turn them back on.
Yep.
Wowzers! There's a lot of cards in Edge of Eternities that I said it right.
Woo, baby, let's go!
Yeah, so there's a lot of cards in Edge of Empires that are really, really good.
Biscuit.
That you probably want to pick up, that you probably want to play, and you can come pick those up and play those in the pre-release. If you're watching this the day of a release, literally tomorrow, at Fat Cats, we do it at 6 and 8 p.m. on Friday nights. We have 2 flights, and then on Saturdays at 1 p.m. And then, this is probably the thing I'm most excited for. The next Wednesday is the Play Booster Box Commander event, where you open up a Play Booster box and build a Commander deck out of that.
Not called Boxing League, my apologies. It's the Box League.
Yeah, Boxing League, Box League, whatever, right? Like, you put your box to work. And so if you are already purchasing a box, you can just hold on to that box until the Boxing League. As long as you purchase it from us, you're entered into the event. And it's just a casual, like, oh, hey, have fun with your box, but also have fun with your box. Because you're having fun opening the cards, sure, but you're also having fun actually playing with the cards. Yeah. Any closing remarks from you guys other than general advertising?
I'm pretty excited for Outskirts of Infinity. I think this is one of the this is a pre-release that I'm really, really looking forward to doing. Haven't done a pre-release in a hot minute.
Yeah, this will definitely be one that I am very excited about. Final Fantasy's done. Edge of Eternities is here. So,
yeah.
Let's go.
I want to draft this set. Super.
Oh,
high.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, some of these mechanics and then the way they work with each other, like Warp basically making stuff cheaper and stuff like that.
Man, I haven't been able to draft a landfall deck since Mystery Booster 2.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
I haven't been able to draft the set.
That's a valid. As y'all know, I do theater, and I've done a little bit of Shakespeare in the past. This here is my complete works of William Shakespeare. And we all love magic cards. They all got some beautiful flavor text.
And they used to have William Shakespeare quotes at the bottom of the flavor text before Wizards was just like, we should make this into our IP instead of copying other folks. So are we going to give some cards flavor text?
Yes. So this is currently what I'm calling this is a comedy of errors.
Ooh, cute.
So what we're going to do is I brought a random thing of bulk cards from my collection. And Jose's going to randomly find a card. I will then be given a random number. I will flip to that page in this book, and I will find a small passage to read to go coincide with the card.
Oh my God! Our first card is Wall of Blossoms.
Ooh. How many pages are in this book?
Well, let's see, over 1,000. So yeah, give me it's about 1,315 pages. That's what we'll say.
Okay. It's going to generate a number between 1 and 1,300. We're looking at 341.
341. Let's go. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll my finger down, and then, Randy, tell me when to stop, okay?
All right. Now.
All right. So this is a small paragraph from the titular character, mind my language, Bastard. That's the character in this book. So it says,
What play is this from?
this is from King John.
Okay.
Yes. So Jose, go ahead and read me the card real quick.
This is Wall of Blossoms. It's a 2-mana 0/4 defender plant wall. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and its flavor text reads:
Mad world, mad kings, mad compassion. John, to stop Arthur's title in the world, hath willingly departed with a part, and France, whose armor consists, bulked on.
Wow. Every time I play against Rico's Arcades deck, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that worked. Wow.
All right. Let's do another one.
Okay.
All right.
You can pick the card.
Yeah, here's your number generator.
Okay, I can pick the number.
All right, let's go this. I have Raider's Wake from...
Number 192.
192.
Okay. Raider's Wake is.
Yeah, Raider's Wake. A card from Ixalan. It is 3 and a black for an enchantment. And I'll wait for him to be ready.
All right. 192. All right, Jose, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right. So this is a passage from the Comedy of Errors.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious. So yeah, Raider's Wake, 3 and a black for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. And Raid, at the beginning of your end step, if you attacked with a creature this turn, target opponent discards a card. And the flavor text is...
Why give it to my wife and fetch your money?
Wow. That kind of works.
Yeah.
Hey, bring back Billy Shakes in these flavor texts, man. I need more of this guy.
You know what? Okay, let's do one more.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll pull the card this time. Jose, you read the
Oh
passage.
my
Oh
gosh.
boy.
All right.
I am not a trained thespian.
I'm not either.
You are though.
I went to college for it.
I was like, wait a minute. Aren't you in a play?
No.
Give me a number, baby.
Okay, so the card that I pulled...
1256.
The card I pulled is Windstrider. It's a creature merfolk wizard. It is from Jumpstart 25.
Ooh.
It is a 6 cost, 1 blue. Sorry, 5 cost, 1 blue.
All right, let's see.
We are in The Tempest, Act 2, Scene 1-ish.
Ooh.
So I, oddly enough, played the Prince in The Tempest last year.
Oh boy.
Now.
All right, so
All right.
Windstrider, creature merfolk wizard, has flash and flying, and its flavor text says,
Prithee, say on, the setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim a matter from thee, and a birth indeed, which throws thee much to yield.
I understood all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, some Shakespeare stuff is just gibberish if you don't like read it religiously and study it.
I know the word Antonio.
Antonio, yes.
Hello,
Sebastian.
Antonio.
I am firing the context flare. I need context.
No. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. If you watched this the day before pre-release, thank you. If not, well, this is old news now. You already got your card, so who cares?
Mm-hmm. Time to rifle through your pre-release kit and find all these commons, uncommons,
Right,
rares,
right.
and stuff.
Yeah, make sure you find them before casino night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy. Casino
Which,
Night's going to be
yes.
so fun.
Casino night.
That's the Sunday after pre-release. It is for our Patreon members who have joined our Patreon $25 and up tier. And these Patreons are invited to come by after we close on Sunday to open up packs at a discounted rate. And so they buy the packs at a further discount than their regular Patreon discount. And then they trade in cards at an elevated rate from this set. This is so that they can get the cards that they want, because they don't need to trade in everything. They just trade in the cards that they want to trade in, that they don't want. And then we get inventory. And so for those of you guys who want to attend a casino night, please do come by. Please do join Patreon and then do the thing. And for those of you guys who don't want to join Patreon, remember to show up on Monday that next day. We have almost all the cards listed, and we should be able to start selling those cards immediately that day. And so, holy cow, if you want some singles from Edge of Eternities, or whatever this set's called,
You got it right again.
yeah, do it.
Wow, lightning struck twice in the same spot.
Wow.
Is that a Shakespeare quote?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be shot out in advance. It's going to go out quickly. So we'll see you next Thursday.
What a Midwestern goodbye that we did for the end of this podcast. See you guys. Oh, hey, by the way,
Bye.
before you go, we're at the door.
Toodles.
You're about to put on your shoes. Like, hey, before you go.
Make your way from the living room to the front door to the